They pushed you down, didn't they? Shoved you hard, watched you hit the dirt, and laughed like it was a game. They thought that was it. Your end, your breaking point, your grave. They stood over you, smug, thinking you'd stay there, crushed, humiliated, done. They thought they'd won, that their boots on your back would keep you buried forever. They're about to learn how wrong they were. You're not staying down. You're rising, rising like a demon, unstoppable, untamed, and ready to make them tremble. Stick around, because this isn't just a video. It's your wake-up call to burn their world to ash. They wanted you to feel small, didn't they? Wanted you to think you're nothing, that the dirt they kicked in your face was where you belong. They thought a few hard knocks, a few cheap shots, would be enough to kill your fight. They thought you'd crawl away, whimpering, broken, finished. They don't know you. They don't know what's brewing inside you. They don't know the fire they lit when they pushed you down. You're not broken. You're not beaten. You're a demon now, forged in their cruelty, sharpened by their hate, fueled by their mistake. They thought pushing you down would end you. It didn't end you. It woke you up. It turned you into something they can't handle, something they can't stop, something they'll never forget. You feel that, don't you? That heat in your veins, that roar in your chest. It's not shame. It's power. It's the demon clawing its way out, ready to tear through their lies, their smirks, their world. They wanted you down because they're scared of you standing. They're scared of what you become when you rise. They're scared of the demon you've always been, waiting for this moment to break free. They thought they could keep you there, face in the mud, hard in pieces, will in chains. They thought wrong, dead wrong. You're not down. You're rising. You're rising like a demon, and demons don't ask permission. Demons don't wait for approval. Demons take what's theirs. They don't see it yet, do they? They think you're still that guy they pushed around, that guy they laughed at, that guy they thought they'd buried. They think you're still licking your wounds, still counting your losses, still too weak to fight back. They're blind. You're not that guy anymore. You're something else, something darker, something fiercer, something they'll wish they'd never crossed. You're not just rising, you're erupting. You're not just standing, you're towering. You're not just fighting, you're destroying. They pushed you down, and now you're coming for them, like a demon from the depths, unstoppable, unrelenting, unbreakable. They wanted you to think you're nothing. They wanted you to think you're done. They wanted you to think the dirt is your home. They thought wrong. You're not nothing. You're everything they fear. You're not done. You're just starting. You're not in the dirt. You're above it, burning brighter than they'll ever understand. They pushed you down because they're weak. They're fragile. They're terrified of what happens when you get up, when you dust off, when you let the demon loose. They thought they could control you, tame you, kill you. They thought wrong. You're not controlled. You're not tamed. You're not dead. You're a demon now, a demon they created, a demon they can't contain, a demon they can't survive. They don't get it yet, but they will. Oh, they will. When you rise, when you roar, when you rip through their pathetic little world, they'll feel it. They'll see it. They'll know it. They pushed you down, and now you're rising like a demon, ready to make them pay for every laugh, every shove, every second they thought they had you. They wanted you to stay down because they know what's coming. They know what happens when you stand, when you fight, when you unleash. They know your trouble. They know your danger. They know your power. And you're ready to prove it. You're ready to rise. Rise like a demon. Rise like a force. Rise like the end they never saw coming. They thought they could keep you down with their words, their fists, their hate. They thought they could make you think you're less, make you think you're wrong, make you think you're nothing. They thought wrong. You're not down. You're rising. You're not less. You're more. You're not nothing. You're a demon, and demons don't lose. They wanted you to think you're alone. They wanted you to think nobody's watching, nobody cares, nobody believes in you. They wanted you to think your fight's pointless, your fire's dead, your rise is impossible. They thought wrong. You're not alone. You've got a fire inside you, a fire they can't touch, a fire they can't kill. You're not pointless. You're a purpose. You're not dead. You're a demon, rising, burning, unstoppable. They pushed you down because they're scared of what you are. They're scared of what you'll do. They're scared of what you'll become. They thought they could bury you in the dirt, in the dark, in the pain. They thought wrong. You're not buried. You're rising. You're not dark. You're blazing. You're not pain. You're power. You're a demon now, and demons don't stay down. Demons don't give up. Demons don't break. They wanted you to think you're weak. They wanted you to think you're done. They wanted you to think you're lost. They thought wrong. You're not weak. You're a demon. You're not done. You're rising. You're not lost. You're found. They pushed you down, and now you're climbing. Climbing higher, climbing faster, climbing fiercer than they'll ever know. They thought they could kill your spirit. They thought they could crush your will. They thought they could end your fight. They thought wrong. Your spirit's alive, wild, fierce, untamed. Your will's iron, hard, sharp, unbreakable. Your fight's just begun, and it's a fight they can't win. You're not down. You're not out. You're not broken. You're a demon, rising like a storm, rising like a flame, rising like a force they'll never stop. They wanted you to think you're nothing. They wanted you to think you're through. They wanted you to think you're dead. They thought wrong. You're everything. Everything they dread, everything they can't fight, everything they can't kill. You're not through. You're starting. You're not dead. You're a demon, and demons don't die. They pushed you down, and now you're rising. Rising like a demon, rising like a king, rising like the end of their world. They thought they could keep you there, in the dirt, in the pain, in the dark. They thought they could make you think you're less, make you think you're wrong, make you think you're nothing. They thought wrong. You're not there. You're here. You're not less. You're more. You're not nothing. You're a demon, and demons don't bow. Demons don't beg. Demons rise. They wanted you to think you're alone. They wanted you to think your fight's over, your fire's gone, your rise is a dream. They thought wrong. You're not alone. You've got a demon inside you, a demon they woke, a demon they fear. Your fight's not over, it's burning. Your fire's not gone, it's blazing. Your rise isn't a dream, it's real. You're not down. You're not out. You're not broken. You're a demon, rising like a storm, rising like a flame, rising like a force they'll never stop. They pushed you down, and now you're rising. Rising like a demon, rising like a king, rising like the end of their world. Rise now. Rise loud. Rise true. Make them see you. Make them fear you. Make them know you. Because you're not down, you're rising. You're not broken, you're a demon. And demons? Demons rule.